All right, let's talk to Texas and Oklahoma joining the SEC. One speculated motive, I think, is that Texas looked over at A&M and M and said, "Hey, look, this is a program that gained its brand or added to its brand, whatever word you want to choose, and we're kind of sitting here stuck in neutral." I think Texas, you look back a few years, it hired Tom Herman, that didn't go the way it wanted. Same thing with Shaka Smart. And Texas is sitting up looking at its neighbor going, okay, A&M has joined the SEC, and now this is the team that's right on the verge of playoff contention. Now, Oklahoma already there, right? So I think when you look at it from the Texas-Oklahoma standpoint, the branding that you get from joining the SEC was the driver, and of course it's obvious, right?
Yeah, I think so. And I guess if you want to compare, like if we compare, let's say the tip top, like college football powers traditionally, like is there? I'm sure there's one I'm not thinking of, but like I think you put Texas in that group of programs that has fallen the most based on maybe I guess you could say where they once were, but again, we could put different programs in there. Like Florida State's obviously not been in a great situation, and different ones. But I think if you look at Texas, knowing that that's what they value the most is not just the college football, but really just the revenue that's something that brings in with that sport. You want to be able to get back to seeing okay, we see what Alabama's done, right? Like we see, like you just said, what A&M has been able to do, not necessarily from just winning national championships or anything, but just from being able to have that sort of SEC backing and what has come along with that, with the SEC Network and ESPN and all this other stuff. That's really raised the profile of everyone in the SEC to a certain extent. And so, I mean, I don't think it's once you look at it more. Do I think this is surprising at all that you would see someone like Texas and Oklahoma want to be a part of that? Absolutely not. I think that it makes sense when you look at it and you kind of look at the state of the Big 12. I think overall too, because I mean, it's been like not just football, but like there has been frustrations in the Big 12 in recent years, and we know that. Like there have been things that you kind of look at, and it's been an up and down situation. I think with just the conference itself. And so now you're looking at it and you're seeing that the SEC is kind of on this upward trend and has been for a while. But I think you just look at it and you're like, all right, there's a lot of revenue opportunity. Football is what we value the most, even though, as we said, we know that they have a national title contender, baseball regularly. Now they've got Chris Beard in basketball. I think they're going to be a perennial top 10 team every year as long as he's there. So you're seeing the trajectory of some of their top sports really, go up. But like in football, you also want to be able to get back to where you were, and you want to be kind of that in that same mold as Alabama and Clemson and all these teams that have kind of gotten to that level. So yeah, it is. I can't say I'm surprised at all, but it is something where you can certainly see the appeal if you're somebody like that and have the motivations that you do, like Texas does.